Hi everyone, JB here, and welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trolls in the Sky. In the previous episode, we completed the prologue, and everyone's a bit down because Cassius Bright is missing, so we're back at the Bright family house. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. That sounds so good. I'll come down later, so why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright. Well, make sure to come down before your food gets cold. The Wheel of Fortune card, again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is, though. Huh? Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she is with her father. I agree. So what do you think about all of this, Shara? Is it an accident or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, your father happens to be there. It will be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry I thought I was going to pass out. Oh, this looks so good. Bon appetit. Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavour really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua? Musical note. Well, thanks. Come on, Shara, don't just sit there too. Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Stain Rose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you just say Stain Rose? And 20 years old too? Shara, what do you think you're doing? Sorry, Estelle. I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Huh? Oh right, I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favourites because it was stuffed in the back of one of the drawers. Underwear? Oh, and a set of gear for travelling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. Well, I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck. Waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm going to go check out things for myself. Ha, you really are something else. Well, whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... What? You're so rude, Joshua. But you are coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all airline flights have been cancelled until the army finishes their search. It seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? I wonder how long that's going to take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Ina and have her pass my jobs to the guild to another member. Ridge! Shara! We really appreciate this, Shara. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, since Shara's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Ina. Chapter 1, Disappearance of the Linde. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Scherazard taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Aina. Make good use of Ridge while we're gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Gransel branch. By the way, Scherazard, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you're going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Shera? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua. Sure. Septian Calendar 1075, erected in partnership with the Belle royal family, Septian Church and Rolent City. Septian Calendar 1192, destroyed during the 100 Days War when the Rolent was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septian Calendar 1197, rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Rolent. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think, they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Rolent's people from this. Yeah. Estelle? Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shera shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey, look, Joshua, we can see the house from here. You're right, I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mum died. What? "10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Rolent, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower, and when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favourite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free, after the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place though. It's just, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Estelle. But today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him. Of course it is. And don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. This is a pet peeve of mine. You are mother's protecting him. Great. Brilliant. Fantastic. As a side note, if you're ever writing something and you want to make sure it's all good, talk through it before you publish it, because otherwise mistakes like this pop up. Yeah. The localization is usually really good, but this is a big boo-boo. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you. You can do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too. Joshua. I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side, as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... Huh? Ha ha! Joshua, you're trying too hard. You should say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would totally have misinterpreted your intentions just now. You are seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Cher's waiting for us. You're right. Mum, I finally realised why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others, just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Ah, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even felt a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just wanted to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an Orbal camera to get a shot of that view. Come on. What are you trying to say, Shara? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked her to watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shara? Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in the troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe at a travelling circus. Shara was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago. We first met when she came to Rolent with the circus. 12 years ago to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. And because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you about ready to head out for Bose? With airliner flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First we'll need to make our way to the Vertbridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. The Vertbridge is located at the west end of the Milch Main Road. It looks like we're all set, so let's go! We are not all set. First thing we want to do is go to the Bracer Guild, because there is a mission that we can do. Yes, at the end of each chapter, they sometimes like to tack these on at the end. So we have the Letter Carrier, which is a new mission. So to start that, we want to head over. Now we start the mission in Rolent, but we actually finish it and report it in Bose. But we'll get to that in the next episode. So we're going to talk to Father Divine here. Well, good morning, everyone. Are you going on a journey somewhere? Yeah, just over to Bose. Is that so? In that case, can I ask a favour of you? I wanted to send Father Holstein a letter, but the airliners are grounded. So how about it? Can I get you to deliver this letter while you're there in Bose? We are of course going to accept. Sure, we'll do it. It shouldn't be a problem, since the letter's not that big to begin with. I really appreciate this. Alright then, here you are. We get Father Divine's letter. So all we need to do is give this letter to Father Holstein in Bose, right? Yes, the chapel is on the east side of Bose City, so it should be fairly easy to locate. Travelling around other regions and broadening your knowledge is food for the mind. I pray that the goddess will guide you on your journey. Thank you very much, Father. So we are going to head to Bose, but before we do that, we are going to check our equipment and do a bit of adjusting. But I'll show you that in the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. I've been JB. This has been The Legend of Heroes Trials in the Sky, and I will see you in the next one.